Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Birdseye-Dell. With me, as always, the boys are in the building. We got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
We got Anthony. I finally decided to show up, Sciulli.
Hello.
Nice to see you, Anth.
I missed you guys.
Yeah, well, so did the fans. We got a lot of hate mail about you. And then my co-host, my main man, Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
What's going on?
Not too much. Let me jump into it. We got a comedy show coming up this Friday at Contra Theater. Tickets still available. My main man, Ray Zawadney's coming back from New York, Pittsburgh native. He's going to be headlining. Low ticket alert on that. I just got notified. Low ticket alert. Also, WDVE comedy show this Thursday, Bottle Rocket Social. It's going to be a ton of fun. And on another note, I just want to thank everyone on the podcast. Everyone that has something to do with the podcast, especially the people that listen to the podcast. Thank you for letting us be, part of your lives once a week. It really means a lot. And thank you for the people that have supported us on Patreon. Our Patreon's growing. If you'd like to help out, jump on Patreon, Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We have two different tiers, a $3 tier and a $5 tier. So every little bit helps, but I'm blown away by the amount of people that already signed up for it. So thank you very much for that. And thanks for everyone that bought the St. Patrick's Day merch. We did pretty good.
Nice, yeah. Sign up for the Patreon. I like how Z-Bird started this episode. Like, hey, guys, I'm gonna announce you guys in, and then this isn't our 300 episode. Of
That's like me asking,
shit.
do we do a Gear Grinders?
Yeah. No, we get it, buddy. We get the general. We get the pandering you do to the audience. We appreciate it. Pumping that fucking Patreon.
Pumping it.
Giving everybody a big
starts
thank
rolling
you.
over month after month.
Yeah, shit adds up. Shit adds up.
Yeah.
Sciulli, man, just no call, no show, and whenever you want, huh?
I told you guys I wasn't going to be here.
Going on vacation.
I don't have one text message from Sciulli.
Yeah,
I told you in person.
I think you might have told us
I don't
live.
remember, dude. I got that CTSD.
One thing, I'm just like, I'm on the World Wide Web thinking everybody's coming, and next thing I know, Sciulli's just all salt and pepper, all living that salt life in fucking Florida.
That salty
dude,
life.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Was it fun down there?
Oh, it was beautiful, man. The fucking weather was in the 80s all week. Beaches were fucking banging.
What
Everybody's
part?
like, I was in Lido Key, Siesta Key.
Were you where they filmed that TV show?
Yep, where the girls running around in thong bathing suits.
There was a few of those down there, too.
What did you think of that?
I mean, I thought it was gross. I was with my wife and kids, I thought it was disgusting.
Hey, cover up.
Yeah. You have a dad.
You're somebody's daughter.
Yeah, right.
And I could be your daddy.
The only thing was they had the they call it the red tide or something. It was like
Ooh.
you know what it is?
happens all the
Nothing.
time.
It's fucking nothing. Dude.
Really?
No,
Everybody's
I heard
like, "Oh my god, my respiratory system!" Like my kids swim in the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers, dude.
I
A little
heard that
red tide ain't gonna hurt.
I heard that red tide's bad. I heard it's like bacteria. That can
Well,
really
no, it's an
fuck you up.
algae bloom.
Yeah.
That's all it is, and it's
I
supposed
thought
to
it
be
was a
like
bunch of dead fish, no?
no, that can kill the fish. Like so, at Lido and Siesta, there was no dead fish. We went to this other place, Bird Key, like the last day. We didn't go swim. We just went there to walk around and shit, and there was some carcasses.
Yeah.
that was like putrid. Yeah, it was like dead fish, and it just stunk like hell.
It looked like East Palestine.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
The one time I went up Lake Erie, must have been something like that. Because there was just like all
That was the
dead
medical
fish
waste.
scales. And I'm like, this is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also.
Were we supposed to
I think it was
come and
Connie
go in
on.
here?
Yeah, and it was just like there was just fucking like carp everywhere. I was like, ugh.
Last time I went to Erie, we went to this little like picnic area. I was with Mishka and his family and stuff. And there wasn't no dead fish, but there was a ton of dead needles all over the fucking beach, dude.
Good place. To
Like
use
we
that.
are
Fish are
not
doing heroin up
camping. Yeah,
The fish,
fish
are
Everybody
on
does
one.
that. Yeah.
That medical waste washed ashore, and them fish are all fucking just jammed up. A little bit of morphine left in the needle, or just tweaking themselves.
Dude, speaking of East Palestine, did you see that video of the guy talking like Minnie Mouse? Did you see this guy yet?
Yeah. I didn't watch it for long because it kind of creeped me out.
Yeah, I didn't see the video. I heard the audio. They played it.
One guy talks like SpongeBob, and the other guy talks like Mickey.
Yeah, well, they're saying their voices are fucked up from like the respiratory issues from like the East Palestine.
he was sucking
like,
on helium.
Yeah, and I just part of me thinks like these dudes are just like fucking
They're
around with
cutting
like the
up, yeah.
news. You
They're
know
trying to
what
get
I
it.
mean?
They're trying to
Some
get on
people
that
might
settlement.
really be fucked up, but then
Yeah.
there's definitely people like no matter what, we're suing.
Right,
Sure,
and
yeah.
it's kind of like where you kind of got that vibe, like
Class action.
Julie's
Yeah.
probably on it.
Yep.
Okay.
It reached Pittsburgh.
I mean,
I
dude.
know. It's acid rain all over Greenfield.
Yeah, I seen Aaron Brockovich.
She was there.
Yep.
And if she's there, you know there's money.
Dude, I'll tell you what, Aaron Brockovich gets me going.
She's
The
like
real one or
146
Julia, or
years
Julia
old.
Roberts?
Julia Roberts, but in that movie, she's fucking fire.
I was going to say,
dude.
the real one, like, got to be 84 years
Is
old.
it the outfits, like the dress, the classiness?
Yeah. Well,
The
no, it goes
pantsuits.
from, I think it's the transition from, like, the white trashness a little bit into, like, the pantsuits.
Yeah.
You know, she starts off with some, like, cut-off jean shorts. She doesn't have any money. She's white trash. Her car doesn't work. And I'm like, oh.
So you're like a big fan of Pretty Woman too, where she goes from like the hooker to like kind of
Rags
Yeah,
to
like a
riches.
classy lady.
I can't say
because
that.
Julia Roberts was hot.
Yeah,
She
I
had her
can't say
moment.
that I've seen Pretty Woman all the way through, though, start to finish. I don't
What?
think. No.
If she would have stayed
She
a
got two
hooker, it would have
sisters.
been better.
Yeah.
Well, she did. I mean, she really.
Well, they could have had some sequels, a Pretty Woman and a been Strung Out Woman, and they could have.
And then back to Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
And then she could've went to
Rehab Woman.
Rehab and Romance Woman. I mean, they could have ran wild with that, but she had to meet Richard Gere.
Prince
See,
Charming.
Richard Gere's hot.
Yeah, and
You
know
remember
what?
him from the movie, but not Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
You're not gonna snag a lot of Johns like that out on the street.
Yeah, driving a Lotus.
There ain't a bunch of gears just running around throwing around thousands of dollars for some streetwalkers.
No, they do that on the internet.
And then you got Costanza trying to pay money to bang her, too.
He tried to Lembecker.
Yeah,
did.
he did.
He was when no
did.
means no.
He definitely got me too'd for that.
We had a weekend. Big Andy Tenney turned 40.
The big
Happy
4-0.
birthday,
Yeah, happy
Andy.
birthday, buddy.
The Hayes Moose. That was my first time at the Hayes Moose. You guys been there before?
I've been there
Yeah.
before, not for good.
Yeah, that was
my
definitely the
first
first time.
Yeah. I said it was my first time, and then there was someone who was like, "No, you've been here before." I'm like, well, I didn't catch it on my radar. If you say so. The Moose wasn't bad.
I thought it was
the
a
Moose-
good time.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good time. He had a good
Oh,
setup.
but too good of a time.
He had the Greenfield McGee backdrop.
Oh, yeah,
Where,
I seen the
take some pictures
cake.
in front of that. Yeah, the Cougar cake. Team I wasn't on, so I didn't really go over and look at that. What's the point of this? I'm not on this team. Z-Bird,
Where the hell were you?
I
You
wasn't
just younger? Oh,
I
you were
wasn't
to play.
allowed to play until I was in 7th grade because of my fucking gay pediatrician.
Who,
Yeah.
Bernanke.
No, it wasn't Bernanke. It was
Said you
this
had frail bones.
fat dude over in Bloomfield. Told my mom not to let me play until I was like in high school, pretty much. And every year it was a crazy fight for like let me play football. She would never let me play, and like my mom don't play. If she said no
Yeah.
about something, I kind of she ran the show back
Yeah.
then.
Iron Fist.
Yeah, literally. And then one year, like the races, it was 4th of July. I came in like second or third, and Barb Schuster like, "Well, yeah, Cindy, will you let him play football yet?" And she was like, "Fine." So like Barbo got me in there. Yeah, so that kind of
She
worked
has
out.
a platinum fist like yours.
Yeah.
But when Barb Schuster says so, shit gets done.
Yep. So she kind of she got me in there. But I seen you cut. It was a picture of you. Did you eat yourself?
No, so here, like, a lot of people didn't realize this. No one was eating me. So, like, that was, I felt fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because they were eating other people, and, like, next time we go on DV, I'm probably going to bring this up, because, like, you feel weird because they chose to eat everyone else.
I wonder who ate me.
And, well, yeah, someone did. What did they think? If they ate a piece of me, they were going to have to get Narcan?
Oh, you've been sitting on that fucking one.
That's a gem.
Yeah.
right
And the
there.
fucked up thing is, my mom was there and shit. She could have ate
She
me.
didn't even eat
I'm surprised she didn't try to freeze you up.
Yeah, I mean, she could have cryogenically froze me, but I mean, she passed up on the opportunity. People act like, oh, she was like, oh, I didn't see it. I didn't have my glasses. And like to eat yourself, like just like, yeah, I'm gonna eat myself. Like I didn't want to eat myself.
Yeah, what kind of egomaniac are you?
I wanted someone else to eat me, but all the other pieces were taken. So I mean, it was fucked up,
But yeah, it was a good time. Dudes were playing those peel tickets. I never played those peel tickets
I was in
before.
on
They're
that.
addictive.
Yeah,
Those
they
were
were.
big at the San Brazilia's Fair, weren't they?
But these
Well,
were
yeah,
different.
Yeah, so I played them at the fair before.
Yeah, that was
but
a big
I
deal.
never played them. Like they were in a machine, and dudes just had fucking a million of them. They were popping them.
That's like a
Somebody
VFW
had for like
thing.
$250.
It's Turk. It was me, Joe Diddy, and Turk, and then like I probably put in like $40 or $50. Joe, same thing, but Turk won. But like, we'll never know how much ahead he really was on that because like Turk was firing dubs in there
He goes heavy when shit like that.
because he was like, "There's not a winner. There's not a winner. This
No,
is bullshit."
He was probably ready to go ham on that old lady bartender.
Yeah, he was like, he's like, "What's she gonna give me? Fucking 4 free drinks, a hot dog, and an EBD card. I want my $100 or $250."
So yeah, that was a good time. Now we have St. Patrick's Day on Saturday, and I don't know about you guys. I'm thinking of excuses already to get out of this day.
Oh, I'm too old for this shit.
It's Tuesday. I'm definitely mentally. I wasn't right Monday. Today I felt pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't
there.
know if by the time the weekend comes, we'll be all right. But no, them 2 weekends like that in a row are not
It's just
good for
brutal,
business.
man.
That's a young man's game.
I even told Dr. Dave, I was like, "Hey, man, I think you could cancel this." You know what I mean?
We don't have to.
You were like, dude, if you canceled it, I wouldn't be mad about it. Is
right?
What you said. And
yeah, and I kind of think I speak for a lot of people because it's brutal, man. And he's talking about 11 a.m. start. We're 40 fucking years old, and it's one of those things like, if I don't go to, I'm generally gonna feel bad about. So it's just like, fuck, man. I know everyone's like, oh, here's these dudes bitching about drinking again. We're old, man.
And
it
then
hurts.
And then next Tuesday, we're going to be like, how fucked up were you Saturday?
Yeah, right. But I don't know. It'll be fun once we get it going, but I wish there was a 2-week buffer or something like that.
Postponement.
This back-to-back shit is brutal, man.
Right. I don't think there'll be anything after that for a while.
No, I'm shutting it down in a big way after that.
Yeah.
We'll see. But some warm weather here. I know Z-Bird, we jumped on DV last week.
Yeah.
Probably got some new listeners from that, so welcome everybody. It was like 75 last Wednesday, and I'm like waiting to go into aerobics. I like to get to aerobics a little early. I'll drink my pre-workout drink in my car, scout everybody out, see what's going on. Dude, I look over to my left. It was nice out. The sun was out, but this dude had denim jeans on, fucking dress shoes, no top, and AirPods in, carrying groceries. And not only did he not have a top, his top wasn't anywhere to be fucking found either, which is just a real nutty move, dude. Waiting, it was the beginning, I think it was March 1st.
Where's this at?
This is the Strip. So, what's that look for the Strip, John?
Yeah, there's no crazy people in the Strip district.
He wasn't but he
You're
was
saying he was a normal
I don't know,
guy?
the loafers and jeans.
This was up by the normal end, up by the apartments. Don't get me wrong, there's some creep weirdos, which I think we probably have in our hand. But what you're in grocery shopping at Penn Ave, and as soon as you get out, you have to pop your top off. What's going on here,
He's trying to get
dude?
some vitamin D.
That's like that creepy dude at Kogo's who has that fucked up haircut,
Dude.
and he takes his shirt off. It freaks me the fuck out.
Dude, we seen him in Kogo's.
Yeah,
Z-Bird almost pulled me to go down the other aisle. He's like, no. I'm like, dude. I think it was right after he recorded.
Yeah,
On DVE.
I
came in to get something to drink, dude, and then you were like, ah.
We were we did the DV, and it was weird because they're right as soon as we wrapped it up. One dude we worked with, I was like, dude, I'm going in this back room. Leave me alone. Go eat lunch with everyone else. And he came in the back room. Hey, I'm like, Francisco.
That was funny, man. I
wish
wish we were recording because he popped his head in and Zebra was like, go eat lunch. But we just ended it. That would have been fucking great.
Vamoose.
But it's immediately after I walked out, this guy that I swear to God, he times us every day. He's down there to watch us eat lunch. He's very strange. I would say if we went through all the tape of Dateline to Catch a Predator, he's probably made an episode or two.
Dude, he got
see,
platinum blonde hair.
You guys are a bunch of pussies. This guy's just trying to have a good time.
Just trying to get a gander.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I've never got
fucking
such a vibe.
That someone
dude,
molests people.
Dude,
yeah.
he just gets out of his car. Usually he'll have a wife beater on.
And he got the shirt in the 80s with the holes in it.
Is he ever,
the
mesh shirt.
The mesh shirt with the
that's
holes.
a wild move. What's he buying in Kogo's when you?
I don't know if he buys
I've
anything.
never seen him buy anything except for he bought oil the one time and he had a bicycle. I'm like, what the fuck?
He
is
just
this
started
dude?
greasing himself
He
up.
started greasing his own roof. I don't know what he did. You could people listening to this podcast right now who frequent Greenfield are like, I know exactly who the fuck you're talking about. It's
So
probably
what? He just takes a little gander at you guys eating a couple slices of pizza,
Dude,
then
it
goes
gets
on
to
his
the
way.
point where I'll get up and go sit in the truck.
Dude, I'll be honest. I think he hangs
Stranger
out there
danger.
because it's exactly 500 feet away from Greenfield School, and that's as close as he can get. I mean, if you want my honest opinion.
It probably is about 5. Well, Yeah, I mean,
He could go to Rialto's and that's it. That's the fucking borderline.
Yeah, if he goes to Rialto's, he's playing dancing with the devil. Stays at Kogo's, he's safe.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the news one day for sure.
He's probably been. He just dyed his hair again.
You said he had frosted tips.
No, it's platinum.
Platinum.
blonde.
Platinum.
And it's kind of like curled, like he kind of styles it like.
We just had this crew come in and give us a bid for a job, and I liked everything they said about him, everything they had to say. Didn't get the price yet, but they were alluding like, hey, we're gonna come cheaper than like most people. Yada yada yada. So I'm like, okay, cool. The guy takes his hat off and he had frosted tips. I'm not hiring him.
You're like, sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
I'm not hiring him. Like, there's no fucking way. He like took it like.
How old is he?
He was like 30. If I had to guess, 37.
So he was hanging
What the
on.
hell was he thinking?
Yeah, and he like took it off and he rubbed his head. I was like, oh, nope. I was like, it's like a big job too. I'm like, and it's an important one. I'm like, I can't trust this with a guy who frosts his tips.
If you get the bad vibe, Jack,
Is that coming back, or is he just hanging on to something?
I don't think.
'Cause I've seen it.
I don't think
been
he's
seeing
ever
it been
stopped.
making flashes.
It might have been people that just never let it go.
And even if it is coming back, he was too old for it to be coming back. It's not like some 20-year-old kid doing weird shit.
You think he follows Backstreet Boy reunions or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I can't trust you with this, my man. I'll tell you that.
Could he be in a Backstreet Boy cover band?
he was like, frosted tips are back.
Yeah.
Yep, and I looked at his boy. I'm like, Tips blew it, man. He knew it. He
Tips
fucking
blew
I
it.
told you keep your hat on.
Yeah. Again,
Like again, Steve.
and then they also were saying like yeah, we'll move a couple jobs around for you, no problem, blah blah. I was like, so nobody's hiring you for anything.
Yeah.
If you're just
Yeah.
wide open right now.
I'll
Tips.
start
If
tomorrow.
you're that
Yeah,
available,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it was, you just met me. Now you're moving jobs around for me.
And you want to bleach my tips?
Yeah, I don't think so, my man. Zebra, what's this? Long John Silver employee feeds Catholics chicken during Lent as prank. Maybe cult related?
Yes. So there,
You seem very excited about this one.
So all right, so down in Louisiana, there was as a whole group of school kids came in. It was right after Ash Wednesday. They all had the ashes on their forehead, and it was they took them to Long John Silver. It was like a little field trip. They went in there. All the kids got fish. A teacher had noticed after probably halfway through the meal that he's like, "This isn't fish. This is chicken." And the student in the back is laughing hysterically. He was videotaping it, TikToking it, and saying, "You're all going to hell." like laughing at the kids. So they fucking flipped on him. Dude obviously got fired. But then when you dug deeper onto his TikTok, which I didn't have time to do, but people made a TikTok about his TikTok, and they said he worshipped Satan. So it's like it kind of make So Satan worshiping Long John Silver's. It's connected, and they're trying to
Long John Silver's in the occult.
Yeah.
Long John Satan.
Yeah. You never thought you know what I mean? The devil would get
And their
his
hush
reach.
puppies are so good.
They are, but dude, the fish and the chicken,
I haven't had a
They
long
are
very
silver.
similar.
they're
Yeah.
so similar.
Yeah.
The
And-
breading's exactly the
yeah.
same.
And he got it over on him, and he didn't play it like an accident. The TikTok got him busted. That was what got him busted. The kids with the ashes, that's fucked up. Don't videotape my kid.
Yeah, not kids. Those are
And then you're
adults.
sinning, you know what I mean? Like now you're all going to hell. Dude, get the fuck out of here.
Do you guys like Long Johns?
I used to love it.
I haven't had it in a while.
With
but
the
a
AW
chicken plank
root-
is nice.
The A&W root beer combination, they had the Nathan's hot dog with a root beer float.
It was a place if you got the fish, it was so fried and that was so.
It was all tasted the
It
same.
all tasted the
It
same.
tastes
Yeah.
like bread. Yeah.
I used to go to the one where the Walgreens and Subway is right off of the high level bridge.
Yeah.
That was the spot we would frequent
Right.
a lot.
They
Yeah.
used to have one by Kennywood. They just ripped it down
Yeah, that
2
one by
years
Kennywood
ago.
was hanging on.
That one, the Kennywood Scary. And then there's
It's
the one.
gone.
The one, it is gone
Yeah.
finally. And then there's the one
Popeyes.
at Century 3 still.
Yeah.
Which
is
is
that
hanging
open?
on by a thread, too.
There-
Last time I drove by, which wasn't that
there-
long ago.
There are probably a couple Satan worshipers
There's a
there.
they're all connected. So this could be this is a little life hack if you want to know, because I worked at an A&W root beer when I lived in Florida. It's real easy to steal stuff from there, but as an employee. But if you go in there, you can ask for them to deep fry a hot dog. It's fucking phenomenal. Instead of just having it on the roller,
Yeah.
say, "Can you deep fry my hot dog?" It's deadly, but it's so.
Oh, it's going to kill you, yeah.
It's
They call it a
so-
ripper.
So fucking
It's called a
good.
ripper.
Yeah, because when it fries, it splits open.
Yeah, I don't know if I could handle that.
It's delicious.
remember we were
it's
saying-
like bacon. It's like eating bacon.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I've had it.
C.J. Stroud idolizes Mike Vick and Deshaun Watson.
Not a damn thing wrong with that. Yeah, I think people made a big deal about that.
Sure.
Because he said Deshaun Watson. Oh, because they're two. They both got jammed up a little
bit. Yeah, they both got jammed up pretty good. Deshaun Watson is very new, so maybe like back off that one a little bit.
Yeah,
that wound is still fresh.
Yeah, and he ended up saying he did say Joe Burrow as well.
Yeah, they left that part.
They left that part out. But like Mike Vick was so long ago. Like I don't know, young people probably even know that whole story.
Dude,
he paid his debt.
He paid his debt, dude. He went to
really
jail.
Did. He had to give
his
that
boys
loot back.
his boys sold him out.
Yeah,
and he took the rap for all that. And not only that, like people were like, "Oh, he does it for just to save face." So what? He does so much for animal rights now, more than anyone else that I know of. Michael Vick like helps with animal rights.
It's just a kind of a crazy question. Like you're just gonna. That's two people like.
You're right.
Kind of around the way. You're trying to get drafted.
Right.
You're in a draft
you
interview.
Probably should have thought that one through.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other players out there.
There's a lot of other players out there.
I mean, maybe he likes dog fighting and getting his asshole fingered. I mean,
yeah,
wouldn't be the
Sounds
first.
like it.
That's a Saturday night.
Yeah. Allegedly.
What you do? How one weekend, like, what you do this weekend? Like, dude, you'll never guess.
Yeah.
I went to this fucking dog fight, then I got my asshole fingered.
Like,
Off the chain.
so I'm strangling this dog with a toaster cord, right?
Oh, fuck. OJ gives his opinion on the Murdock Murders.
Another one. Just keep your fucking mouth shut.
Dude,
he's
the
like,
go-to guy.
everybody's asking me, like,
Are they?
OJ? That's like one of those like Instagram models. Like, so you guys keep asking, like, no one, like, you're just making a video. No one asked you shit.
You made that up.
But I didn't. I watched about 30 seconds of this video, and I was like, okay, OJ, it doesn't even matter what you have to say here, dude. You shouldn't be saying anything.
And that was just a crazy doc. I had no idea if this was currently going on, and it just wrapped up. But like, that was a crazy fucking story.
Crazy story. I need something to happen to Buster. I need Buster out of here. That way the
Yeah.
whole family's just fucking toast, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking the dad's goofy as fuck, obviously.
Yeah, he's been killing people for years.
Right,
Yeah.
but then you hear like
Buster's gay and killed his gay lover. And
right, but then you hear like the dad talking on the phone to Buster from like jail, like, hey, should I have Uncle Mike give you like $5,000 and I'll just pay him back? And Buster's like, how are you gonna pay him back?
Yeah.
And you're about to do life. And then the dad completely ignores it. He was like, yeah, if you want to get like a golf shirt or like something to drink. And Buster's like, dude, I have like 10 grand, which like Buster's fucked here, I think. Because Buster, you go your whole life being rich and you're down to your last 10. 10's a fair amount of money still.
Not when you're living large.
And not when you have nothing coming in either.
Yeah. And
You got to start selling some shit off. I hope I don't care if the shit was paid off or not. I kind of want to see Buster fall on his face here.
yeah, unless he starts selling his story. Like, he has to say his dad molested him. That's his only way out.
Well, no, I think Buster could probably give his take, and it could be like a lot because there's been 2 documentaries. HBO Max did one. I watched that one, and then Netflix came out recently.
I
And
watched them both
they had a
also.
couple new people on there, so I watched that as well. And Buster is never really. There wasn't a lot of coverage for Buster. He
No.
the gay stuff towards the end there, and like they definitely murdered someone, but they kind of brushed through that a little bit
Yeah.
too. So like I don't know, it will be interesting. I would imagine Buster's gonna have to sell a story here for a couple bucks to keep buying golf shirts and drinking beers.
But my favorite part of the whole thing was when the dad was in jail and he was talking about, he was like, yeah, I won 7 for 10 this weekend gambling,
Yeah.
and I won a ton of beef sticks and some soups.
Yeah,
And like, he was dead serious.
dead serious. You could just tell like he's a real goofy motherfucker. And it was better than 7 for 10. It was like 17 of like 20 or something.
That's
like
what it
that.
was. Yeah.
And he's like, that's pretty good. I got I got the soups and the beef sticks. And I'm like, bro.
And he was dead. And
Dead
these people were like
serious.
multi-millionaires.
Yep.
They ran this county
For
and
hundreds of years.
and they basically threw it away on just like a couple dumb fucking
They
things.
thought they were above the law,
They
dude.
thought
Oh,
they
they
were
were.
way up.
Well, I mean, they were,
Yeah.
but there's a fucking limit, obviously.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
start killing like innocent girls and shit like that. The people, it's a
bad look
on you.
I felt really bad for that girl's boyfriend, Anthony. Like, that dude, like, was very humble because he didn't even really talk shit on Paul, the one that
Nah.
was driving the boat. Like, he was like, I mean, think about it. He lost his best friend. He lost his girlfriend, who he was in love with, And I mean, like, he lost everything. I mean, that dude got fucked.
Yeah, no, it's a wild story.
It's a sad story, but
what's going on, Marty Griffin, Z-Bird?
nothing. I think we kind of put an end to it. You know what I mean? I'd like to say that, like, there's been no more public shitting since we brought it up on the podcast. Maybe Marty will admit it. Maybe Marty won't. We have some people reaching out to Marty.
I tried to trick Marty this weekend. Sent him a picture of a trestle that was in Chicago. Said it was the Greenfield trestle. See if I could get him to bite on that.
And he
He
did.
didn't bite. No, he's not showing us any love on Twitter. So you know what, Marty? Now I'm ignoring you. How about that?
Yeah, and
It's over.
Yep.
I think he knows who we are for sure. We're definitely in his head, and he hasn't been. I have not seen since we came out with the Marty allegedly was shitting in Chipotle or on Chipotle sidewalk and down the point. I haven't heard one more poop story. Have you guys?
Crack the case,
They
dude.
actually
You know?
know
No.
the crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got it's parade weekend coming up.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some shit on the sidewalk.
No, there's gonna be feces everywhere.
There's gonna be shit everywhere.
So if you were like a feces guy, like this,
A
would
connoisseur of
be your,
this
feces.
is a good weekend.
Dude, does it
Yeah.
get cracking downtown anymore?
Oh yeah, I mean the parade. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Hey,
but
Is Market Square still a
Market
thing?
Square isn't like it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
people
used to be
get-
a free
people
for
used to go
all.
down- yeah, for children.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
It was a free
We
for all
were
for
all-
11-year-old to 18-year-old children.
We were 14
Maybe
down
maybe
there.
11's
That's
an
probably the first year I
exaggeration.
went down there was 14.
But like, yeah, we
Yeah.
were 14. So like, I don't know what's
That's
that. Put
that's
Dino,
crazy.
Andy, fucking 11, 10, like
Yeah.
12.
Dino
you know
was
what I mean?
12 years old.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I remember me and John were young as fuck. Like, dude, we were freshmen in high school. Somehow, like, got in to go. Like, we weren't even gonna go down, were we? Like, the older, something.
I don't know. We jumped on a bus with some beer
Yeah.
and ended up in Market Square, and it was totally normal.
It was one of those things like this is never gonna work. That's how young we were. I remember like drinking like some fire water. That's how fucking old. Remember like that fire water that it was like Fireball before. Is that
We're like aftershock.
Aftershock? That's what it was. Not
Yeah.
fire water.
Like the little
It had the
crystals.
crystal.
Yeah.
I remember like drinking that and be like,
How
all right, and,
gross
like,
is
hi-
that?
like, and, like just like hiding it like down behind buildings. And then like we had this backpack full of beer. Like this is never gonna work.
Dude,
And
The
sure
craziest
enough,
part was getting
they
on the
treated,
bus,
They treated
dude.
you like you were just
the
like
the
you were
craziest
22
part
years
is
old.
not hiding it.
Yeah,
and being
no.
14,
Drinking it on
like
the
one
bus.
of those yards,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
were supposed to be drinking it.
Yep.
And like,
Yeah, I remember we had a high school teacher came up behind me and she's like, "What are you doing down here?" I was like, "Oh, you want me to get you a yard?" I'm like, "Dude, I was already like, fucking, I was so comfortable. I was like offering to buy teachers yards, dude." The only thing about those yards, they were so sharp. It was
Oh, it's gonna
insane,
cut your
dude.
dude,
fucking
Cut
dude,
mouth
your
apart.
fucking-
if you didn't time it right, dude, like
You're
it,
gonna spill
would
it.
like splash in your face.
Yeah, you're either gonna.
They
it's
weren't
either a
easy to
water,
drink.
It's either a waterfall or you're
Yeah.
gonna cut your lip. But man, was that fun?
Yeah,
Girls
those
used to just piss in the fucking sewers grates and shit.
Oh,
dude. It was
yeah, those were the good old
it was
days.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
It was a good time. Let's do some voicemails, Larry.
Hey guys, this is Larry, long time listener, first time caller. Just wanted to share something real quick that a friend of mine just had his first baby and named it June because, as he said, he always thought June Scheibel was a pretty cool name. I know he's been mentioned here on the show before. Unclear if this friend of mine knew that his name was Junior or thought that his name was June or not. But anyways, he named his kid after June Scheibel. Thought you guys would get a kick out of that.
That's the craziest thing I've heard before
Thanks
in
for
my
the
life.
quad. Love it.
Wait, if
Yeah.
that,
Keep on doing it.
did I hear this right? Someone named their kid after Junior Scheibel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just June, not even Junior,
Yeah,
which isn't his real name, obviously.
No. I
I
love
like it. I like it.
I don't know what to say.
Larry, I love it.
Yeah. Dude, I always thought June Scheibel was a good name, so I named him June.
After
After
Junior.
Dude, I mean, I can't wait to tell him this. He's going to be flattered. I want that's fucking nuts. You know, listen.
Sure is.
The kid will
He's
be
my
stealing
boy.
his
I'm
identity
assuming,
in no
I'm
time.
assuming he knows them, right?
I would have, yeah.
No,
you
I
would
think you
have-
just heard the name on
No.
No,
He has to know him.
You can't just hear a name on this.
Larry,
podcast.
call back next week. Let us
No,
know.
yeah, no. He said he's heard he's been mentioned on here before. But that dude, I would imagine that
Yeah,
this dude,
yeah.
probably knows
yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't be like, hey man,
Pick
you
a
know-
name off a
you
random
know that
local
Yeah, you remember
podcast?
that fucking podcast we listened to? They talk about their one boy. Well, let's name my fucking kid after.
You
him.
never know,
It
man.
was either between June Scheibel or Schuster.
Yeah. Wow.
Yo, this is Chris from the north. You know what I mean? I'm from the city, so I have a few grinders, right? So one grinder I have is like right now. When you have that last cigarette and you know you can't go to the store, that is like the most horrible situation you could ever be in. Also, it's like people claim they're from Pittsburgh. Quit. Like, why do you feel the need to act like you are? Pittsburgh's not that great, but like you'll have boys like, oh yeah, I'm from the Bird. What part? Oh yeah, I'm from North. Blah blah blah. I'm from South. Blah blah blah. Like, motherfucker, you're not from there at all because I never heard of you. I don't know your name. That's one of my gear grinders. Like, just shut the fuck. You know, actually, like, that's one of my gear grinders. Just shut the fuck up. Period.
Larry, are we not like proofreading these anymore? What's going
so
on?
high.
Yeah.
Oh, I could tell.
Yeah, I got my last
So
square.
this dude was out of cigarettes.
Just
It was
pissed.
like, man, am I fucking pissed I'm out of cigarettes. Let me call the podcast. and then he was like, man, you know what fucking really chaps my ass? When people from Cranberry say they're from Pittsburgh.
Wait, isn't he from Denora?
That's what I was
Where
It ain't
did he
even
say he
fucking
was from? I
Pittsburgh.
couldn't even understand what he said.
Denora. That's
Who the
what
fuck's Denora?
Like an
Not
hour
in-
away.
Not in Pittsburgh.
Maybe he lives up to Nora, and like people from Denora are saying they're from Pittsburgh.
That could be it. That
he
could be
and,
it.
claims
and it's really
Denora.
chapping his ass.
And maybe it's hard to get cigarettes up there. It all
Yeah.
makes sense.
They only got
now.
one store. I
Maybe he
think.
does drugs.
I'm
it
telling you what,
sounds
it doesn't
like
seem like it's hard to get up there.
Yeah.
That's a one Kogo's town.
It seems
Oh.
like the fentanyl's flowing up in Denora.
Holy fuck. Thanks for the call, champ.
Hey guys, Joey Welsh here, big fan. I'm just calling because of you're talking about the lawnmower story. My brother was talking about it, Jack, about how our neighbor fell under a lawnmower. That did happen. It was crazy. But the thing was, like, I was like scared to I didn't cut a yard till I was like 17. And my mom needed to buy a new lawnmower at Sears. We went to Century 3. And this was definitely like 7, 8 years later. I finally tell my mom, I'm like, hey, by the way, I've never cut a yard because I'm scared because Mr. Breathauer stood under the lawnmower. We look over. After telling that story about 90 seconds later, Mr. Breathauer is in the same Sears looking at the lawnmower. It was the craziest fucking thing
He didn't learn his
that's ever
lesson.
happened to me, pound for pound. And he basically just called me a pussy. He's like, if I can do it, you
Get
can.
over it.
So,
Get
yeah, it was
over it.
crazy.
What did
All
Mr.
right,
Brian
guys,
Howard
fuck
lose?
yeah.
Breath
Breath
out.
Breath Howard.
He didn't end up losing anything. He had a really bad, like a fucked up scar.
Yeah, pretty
But-
sweet score.
Yeah,
I
like,
would imagine.
I think it was. I mean, this is obviously a long time ago. I think it like went all the way like down to his shin to like it through his like ankle, dude. But in his defense, he was back out there way quicker than I would have been. And like I agree with Joe. There was a time where I thought like, man, lawnmowers are the most dangerous.
They're
thing
man
on
eaters.
earth. Yeah, I didn't realize like he was on a hill, the raspberries, the crab apples. But like,
A little morning dew.
you know how wild that is. Like,
Not a
you're-
big
like,
safety feature. He probably had an old mower.
Yeah, or like dudes like duct tape the handle down.
Yeah, so
it
just-
just keeps on fucking rolling.
It's hard to restart. Yeah.
Fucking but that's wild that you're like telling your mom like, hey, I'm scared to death of lawnmowers.
At 18.
And then the lawnmower man's just in the other aisle pricing out lawnmowers.
What'd you say, boy?
One
Yeah.
hand. Like,
Wearing
grow up,
shorts.
pussy.
Sure. To remind everyone.
Showing his score like Omar on the wire.
That's like that could be like a Home Alone like skit or some shit like that. If like Home Alone was filmed like during the summer instead of like the old man
With the
shovel.
salt,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's up, boys? Kenny, Johnny, my man, you ain't needed me in a while. Listen, with the dog, get a shock collar. They call them correction collars. It sounds cruel, but it's not. You put it, obviously it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a collar that gives the dog a little shock, but you just let him know who's boss. It'll whip that dog into shape. I got one for my dog. I love my dog more than anything. But it works. Trust me, you don't need to wear it forever. You don't need to shock them all the time. Couple shocks, light shocks. It's like from 1 to 5, 1 to 10. You shock yourself first so you know what you're doing to the dog. You don't be cruel about it, but the fucking thing works. Trust me, it works real quick. And then second thing, they were talking about that fat shaming or whatever, that teacher. This is coming from a fat guy here. I've been fat my whole life. I used to be super fat. I'm still fat now. I used to be 100 pounds heavier. There's nothing wrong with fat shaming. I mean, you don't want to make someone feel like, they can get killed themselves because they're fat. That's wrong. But some people ain't never been told they're fat, and these people wear like belly shirts. Like, you need to have a little bit of fucking self-respect, you fat bitch. Like, what are you wearing this belly shirt for? Someone needs to be told, you're not a bad person because you're fat, but cover up your stomach. Nobody wants to see that shit. When I was super fat, even now, I feel bad for other people. You don't need your shirt off at the pool. Have a little bit of self-respect and respect other people and cover up your fat stomach.
Kenny ripped his fucking shirt off at the live podcast.
I got a good story about fat shaming, dude. So this dude used to work with me, pretty fat guy, known him forever. So my dad busts his balls all the time, right? And he did something stupid. I was like, "Come on, you fat motherfucker! What are you doing?" He was like, "Come on, man, don't shame my body." My dad was like, "You should be ashamed of your body."
We had a friend show up this weekend to the 40th birthday party, looking a little rotund.
Oh yeah.
And at first, there was a couple subtle jabs, and then he tried to do some heckling. And when I say the
Backfired.
crowd, oh my gosh, dude. And this dude, he don't see us that often. And I guarantee he's 20 pounds lighter next time we run into each other, because it was just once it started, it was just boom, boom, boom,
snowball
boom,
effect.
boom. Yeah, and fat shaming, that's one good thing about our friends.
They'll let you
we'll
know.
call each other pigs when you need to be like.
Jack was like, "Dude, you lose some weight already from working." I felt great about it.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
like,
looked, yeah.
I was like, "Well, fuck."
Maybe I did.
Yeah, so we
it
feel
comes
good
up.
when you got to tell people when they
Yeah,
lose some weight too.
Yeah, but that's I'll do both. When I
Yeah.
see when someone says wow, you look like you dropped a couple pounds. Wow, it looks like you've been eating mayonnaise sandwiches.
Like,
all
dude,
day.
why are your tits so big right now?
Yeah,
I haven't seen you in 2 years.
yeah.
How come I'm gonna titty fuck you
Yeah.
right now?
Why do I have a hard
You
on?
really should grow a beard.
You should shave your chest.
What's going on, boys? It's the Pittsburgh Pipe. I'm up West Liberty Avenue. I'm a little fucked up, but I figured I'd call and tell you. I got eyewitness testimony of Marty Griffin taking a shit in front of this Chipotle down Market Square.
I love it.
I swear to God. All right, listen. If you want to know more, follow the White Rabbit.
What
What does that mean?
It's from a fucking TV show. I can't believe he used that reference.
Oh, this guy's great. Who was that?
The pipe guy.
Yeah, it's a Pittsburgh pipe.
Pittsburgh pipe. He was the guy with the pissing all.
The giant dick.
Yeah, big dick, huge piss stream. He could piss for 30 minutes at a time.
Fill up McGee pool with his piss.
Yeah. We all right. I mean, we're on.
I
it,
mean,
dude.
yeah, you said eyewitness. Follow the White Rabbit. Maybe. Give us a little more better clue than that. But
Next week we need another clue.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like a scavenger hunt for poop.
Yeah, we'll find it.
All right, let's take a little break.
All right, but we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield Science Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield Finance Podcast. If you're worried about roofing, windows, siding, soffit, fascia, gutters, spouts, and need help with any of those, call Allen Construction, LLC, 412-954-8337. Whether it's a repair, replacement, they're equipped with the tools and the skills for over 65 years of experience. Remember, Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. And they're not on heroin. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just drove by your house, and your wall looks like a giant piece of shit. Well, you know that's no good, because anybody can climb up your yard and bang your old lady. That's why you need to call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Fully insured. And when someone pulls up to your house, make sure the first thing they see is your retaining wall, or the second thing they'll see is your wife's pussy. That's 412-889-4401. Just Walls. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call SNL Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downspout, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quits sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Are you sick and tired of bullshit pizza? I knew I was. Thank God there's Capizzuto's Pizza on Greenfield Avenue. They've been in business for over 400 years, making some of Pittsburgh's finest pizza. 412-521-6570. Ask for Nubs and tell them Z-Bird sent you if you want the best pizza in the burg. Man, we've been getting some bad storms around here lately. Very bad. Tree actually fell through my roof. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. Luckily, I found Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service at 412-415-7331. They have over 27 years of experience, competitive pricing, and it won't break your budget. Give them a call today for all your tree-related needs. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Money line. Who be Corn Dicking this week?
Our boy Jackson Mahomes is looking real creepy for a different different reason than he usually looks like a creep. Usually he's dancing like a little weirdo. This time he forcibly kisses that woman that I guess was a bar owner or like a bar manager.
She was the manager.
Bar that he frequents at. And she's pressing charges on him. It's a real awkward, forceful, like, it was just like one of them kisses where it's just like, ugh, like, it's just weird.
Cringeworthy.
Yeah, like, oh, man. And he, like, doubled down on it, too, which was, like, made it even, like, weirder.
He double clutched it.
Back in
yeah, right? Am I making that up?
No, he went.
That made me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, so well, he couldn't help himself. I mean, his brothers won a Super Bowl. No one's talking about him, so he could do something fucking totally stupid to get back in the news. So,
they said,
and there it is.
And they like ask him like, what's he? They're like one of 4 times he's like halfway normal. The other times he's just a nightmare. It's like, man, this kid's gonna get banned from everywhere in Kansas City.
I can't imagine.
So. I can't imagine there's so much.
Am I the only one who
City.
thought he might be gay?
Yeah, no, 1,000%.
I never thought he was straight.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, right. Well, that's why I was like, I mean, he did try to kiss a lady.
Right.
It's forced. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
unless he's on both sides of it. I don't know.
She might have pushed him away because he was dating her brother. Who knows?
Who
We don't know
knows?
the whole story, but
Yeah, he comes off. I mean, he comes off like he definitely be a
Dude,
little gay. It's not
were
wrong.
they trying-
being,
were they trying
it's
to
not
start-
wrong with being gay, John.
No, I don't care. But no, I'm just saying. I thought he would have forcibly tried to kiss a man.
Yeah, right.
he might have, and the dude shot him down.
Yeah, he was
too,
like, well,
but-
fuck it. I'm going to go
He
after
didn't
his
know what
wife
time
now.
of day it was.
Yeah.
Article. What's this mean, Z-Bird?
There was an article in the New York Times shitting on podcasters, saying it's impossible for women to date guys that have podcasts, saying basically that we're losers and all of our time and efforts go towards failing podcasts. I couldn't be more offended. I said, listen.
Well,
You
this
get
isn't a
offended.
failing. This isn't a failing
Am I
podcast.
offended? No, it's not a failing podcast.
So they're not talking about us.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, they were saying some of these numbers these dudes had, like, they're like, their boyfriends or husbands are consumed with it, and they don't have time for their girl. And, like, dude, we come here Tuesday nights, we do some live shows, try to mix it up on the Patreon a little bit, but, I mean, like, you can't throw every podcaster into that category. Now, I'm sure there is dudes out there that are podcasting every day, and they're getting 7 views and shit
Well,
like
maybe
that.
they hate their family.
Right, and I get that, but, like, just to be like,
Or
they're impossible, just to throw us in a category that
or
we're
they're like this.
impossible to date.
It's podcast or die. Like this podcast gonna work, or else I don't have any money.
Yeah.
There might be some people
We
like
all
that.
have jobs outside.
Right.
This.
So like this isn't like
We're pretty cool and hip.
That's what I thought. This is
Right.
news to me.
one day a
Listen,
week.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I see. That's why
We're
they
all
make
in
corn
relationships.
discs.
It's better than a bowling league.
Yeah, we're all in fucking relationships back in the day. You know, we did okay. You know,
That's it.
what else you want from us?
Did some drugs, did
Yeah.
some broads.
couple
That's a life.
couple checkered passes.
Couple-
Yeah.
Couple
bunch-
stints in jail.
Couple skeletons in the closet.
There's a bunch of shit on here we can't talk
I was
about.
gonna say there's a few stories that'll
Yeah.
never make it to air. I promise you that.
Unless you subscribe to Patreon.
Yeah.
And it's all
Unless we don't have to worry about our other jobs, then I'll let you can hear anything you want.
Tell you all about kind
Yeah,
of
podcast bros get a bad rap, man. But that being said, everybody and their mother has a podcast now, so I kind of get it. If you're like, if this goes to like, anytime like you see somebody out or like they're like, dude, I'm gonna start a podcast, or I'm like, dude, go ahead, man. And they're like, what? You don't think I can? I'm like, no, go ahead. Like,
I know you can.
Yeah, you can.
Anyone can.
You just have to fucking go every fucking
Right,
day.
and you have
Or
to hope
every
people
once a
listen
week.
to this shit too.
Yeah.
And that's been like the main thing that I've learned with us after doing this for us for 3 years. There's not many. I've heard at least 100 people start a podcast, and I can't name 3 of them that stayed fucking with it.
No, consistency is literally is key. Don't get me wrong. We got some funny shit going on here.
Yeah.
But like, people know we're gonna be there every Wednesday morning. They
Yeah.
can count on us. Sciulli's gonna be there about 35% of the time, but other than that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I
They're
missed
gonna
fucking
kinda,
2 weeks in the past fucking like 6 months.
You did RSVP to Andy's party.
Yes,
I did.
So that made you
I didn't
a
even
liar.
realize, dude. I'm a lying bastard. You didn't know that?
LeBron James fake dream with Michael Jordan results in tie game. LeBron's bored, man.
Yeah.
That tweet was just like,
Dude,
I don't
go count-
know.
go
It was
count
just
your money.
strange.
What did he tweet? That he
It
had
was
a dream?
just like he had a dream, and him and Mike were playing each other, and it was coming down to this last play.
It was
and
Duke versus North
Duke versus
Carolina.
North Carolina. Yeah, just like completely made up shit. Like like I'm sure, like, okay, that's a cool fantasy to have, or like something you thought up in your head. But don't like lie and say you had this weird dream and blah blah blah. Like you're lying, LeBron. Like,
And
Did he
it was
think it happened when he
tied.
was reading the book upside
and
down?
then it was tired and he woke up or some shit like that.
It always ends in a tie. The dream always ends in a tie. Like, well, you know what I mean? Then obviously it's a fantasy because the reality would have been you lost.
Then he had a tweet the other day or yesterday too. Like, man, I'm watching this NBA League Pass. Bronny's better than most of these dudes out here. And I'm like, dude, you're faking another injury. You're fucking took the back end of the season off again.
Wasn't he dancing at like a
he was
concert?
No, that was
Was that old?
yeah, it was old.
Damn
The internet. I know.
Damn it.
Dude, listen, I had it ready. I had it retweeted. I was starting to go, and then I was like, let me look at this again. And then I did a little research, and I'm like, nope, that's fake. That's a fake. It's easy to get tricked on the internet, John.
Yeah.
You get excited, you see a video. Look at Marty; he's getting tricked all the time. John Morant flashing a gun in a strip club during an Instagram live. Also punches a 17-year-old
During a pickup game.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ja, man.
He seemed like he was a
Good, like
kind
normal,
of normal dude.
Yeah, he's getting a little goofy.
Why?
did
Why
you
do you
see-
think that happens?
The fame.
I don't know.
Fame.
Well, I think if you want, here's what I think happened. It's just speculation. This was a pickup game. He punched a kid in the face. Now I'm not saying this happened. I'm not saying he's he's the best guy in the world, but we weren't there.
Maybe
this
kid was
could have
talking shit.
This kid could have baited him. Maybe he didn't know he was 17. Maybe he just fucking jabbed him real quick. The flashing the gun shit.
The
gotta
gun shit
go.
on Instagram Live
Dude,
is insane.
did he not see what just happened to like the NFL player that went on Instagram Live? Like, I'm gonna kill. He was like,
The
oh,
Raider, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. And then and I think they have him like bringing a gun into like an NBA locker room too.
Taking
so
on a plane.
On a plane, yeah. So you're gonna get jammed up for that. I don't know if it's one of those things where like, dudes are athletes their whole lives. They don't party, they don't really drink, and maybe this is total speculation, but maybe you start partying, maybe you start drinking, and you do some goofy shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you just start, if you're 25 or however John Moran
Right,
is,
that was a,
Yeah.
He might be young. He might be younger than that.
and you start
He's 20
drinking,
yeah,
you
he's
start
about
you start
24,
drinking and
25.
partying all the time, you're bound to do some goofy shit. But stay off the IG Live, man. Stay off the IG
that's
Live.
the main thing.
And who do you surround yourself with? That's all the difference.
It's
in the
out
world.
of character for him. If you look at his whole past, he's not.
Yeah,
he's
but
not
it's
a,
like
a thug.
starting to become like a pattern here, though.
But dude, people might be seeking him out. That like he one thing he probably wasn't ever was known for was being a tough guy badass. Next thing you know, you start hanging out with tough guy badasses. You start to become one. You start flexing a gun. You're doing this. You know what I mean? What better way than IG Live? Because like a real tough guy, gangster guy wouldn't be on IG Live flashing a gun.
No. Nope.
Do you think Adam Silver? He's a little bit softer David Stern.
Yeah, he's a player's commish for sure.
He's going to mental health treatment. They already said it.
Yeah, Stern would probably would it. So what?
Stern
Silver
would've
gave him
probably-
2 games.
I think Memphis gave him 2
Yeah,
games. I
I
think
don't
he
know.
let the team handle it. I think Stern. They were like Stern would have probably had him in his office.
Yeah,
Flat the next morning.
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully, he just wises up a little bit.
Hopefully, yeah,
it's
because
the
he's probably
it's
one
the
of the most
IG
talented
lab, it's
dudes
the gun.
in the game.
Like, that's real.
Yeah.
Punching
Zebra,
somebody.
how many
in a
John
pickup
Moran
game.
cards do you have? I mean,
I got a good amount, but like, I'm a big mental health proponent, and like, I hope he does go see.
right? He's young enough. He didn't
I
do
think
anything
that's what he
bad
said he
enough
was
to-
going to do. So like, hopefully he gets help for mental health, and
I feel like
it's
it's such
easy
a
to
cop
kick
out
people.
these days. Every time you do something stupid, like, oh, it's my mental health.
Yeah.
I do get that, but on the other hand, like, I think a lot of people do deal with it. So it's like,
No, a lot of people do, but a lot of people use it as a crutch. Like, you did something stupid, and instead of saying,
Yeah.
I did something fucking stupid, you got to be like, oh,
Right.
blame it on
Yeah,
something that may or
might
may
not
not be
I
true.
get that.
Yeah,
I
right.
get that. I get that too. It makes sense.
Debate over a straight couples using the word
The term
the term partner. Should straight couples be able to use the term partner?
No, it's that it was more of like you should use that term partner instead of saying like
Your boyfriend or
wife.
girlfriend?
Almost you're shamed for
That's
saying
my husband. That's my wife.
Yeah,
Who gives a shit?
exactly. Well, that's why I brought this
Well,
up.
like I'm saying, like it's not like me calling you my wife makes you like my subordinate.
no,
You're still like equals.
no, but
That's what-
you're 100% right. But like the
Who
fact
are these people?
They're
Too much free time.
They're
Same
the
lady.
loud. They're loud. You know what I mean? They're loud. That's what they are.
The squeaky wheel.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Calling your lady your partner is weird.
I 100%.
It sounds like you're not talking about a
Yeah,
woman when you say
people
that.
like, think a business partner or something.
Right.
I know a guy.
My golf partner.
I consider him to be a friend. Really cool dude. Was the first person I ever noticed do that. He had said to me, he was like, we were going to a comedy show, and he brought up his partner, and then like on stage, he used the term partner. But like I knew he had a girlfriend. I didn't know what he was doing there. Like yeah, and apparently like I'm not trying to like say like the woke culture, but it's kind of where it came from.
Absolutely.
Like the woke culture was like you should call him your partner. That way other people don't feel like they're not normal. Like, well, dude, for me it is normal to say my girlfriend. But guess what? If a gay dude or a gay woman's like, hey, that's my partner, I don't look at them like they're weird.
I've heard a gay person refer to it as like
That's
one
my
guy.
husband.
That's
Like,
my
Or
boyfriend.
that's my
husband.
wife.
Right.
Yes,
My
and that's
husband,
fine.
right.
Everybody else's emotions aren't
Like,
not my
dude,
problem.
people
Right.
gotta-
You know what I mean?
I mean, people gotta just like
Relax.
like
Johnny says relax.
just relax.
Angry
Go
Johns.
do it.
Yep.
When
Yeah,
you wanna
right.
Come.
You gotta find some like more important shit to get mad about.
Right. Relax. Brother Norm's Cocaine Shark.
Yeah.
They're doing a little spinoff here.
Yeah, they were some.
They're going to run through the animal kingdom.
Oh, dude, there was some really funny memes.
Well, you got to figure if there's a cocaine bear.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's been some sharks that got into some cocaine.
Yeah,
You know how many-
whales,
you know how many
sharks,
kilos get lost at the bottom of
porpoises.
the ocean.
The
Yeah.
square grouper.
absolutely.
That's what they call it. The square grouper.
the square grouper. That's a bale of coke.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Wouldn't mind catching one of them.
You ain't
yeah.
shitting.
They were like Jaws on coke. I mean, Jaws without coke was nuts. But
Yeah, but he ain't gonna
Isn't
eat
that just
nobody.
like Sharknado though?
But the thing,
no,
but
Sharknado never was
but
blowing
if
rails.
Jaws is doing coke, he ain't gonna be eating. People.
That's what I mean. He's not
That's
going to be
what I
hungry
mean.
at
He
all.
won't even be hungry. He'll just be swimming
He'll
around.
be talking to
Talking to
everyone.
He'll be way skinnier.
Pecking his head around.
Everybody
Pissing his
who's
pants.
swimming away from him, he's just trying to have
Yeah,
conversations.
he's just beating eardrums up
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah,
Dude, that Jaws, man.
He
He's
don't
nice,
shut
but
the
he don't
fuck
shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
instead of Jaws, it'd be Jabberjaw.
Yeah, but the
Jaws,
dog-
get some sleep.
like
already.
Just repeating himself.
yeah, telling the same stories. Of, we get it. You ate the guy 30 years ago.
You hate lifeguards. Got it.
Check.
The funny, I seen some super fucking funny memes though about like the sequel to Coke Bear, and it was Clean Bear, and it was like a bear in an NA meeting, and he had a hat on that said Hope Dealer, and that's like
Hope
and
Dealer.
that's like the ripping on like NA people. Like when dudes first come to NA and they're like, I'm changing my life, they get the Hope Dealer T-shirt, the Hope Dealer hat.
Where do you get that
The
merch at?
Oh, you can get
NA.
NA. No, you got but you can order it online. There's always a dude in NA that's making those T-shirts. You know what I mean? Like I got bags of hope. Like, dude, it's just the
Bags of
corny.
hope.
I got bags of hope.
Jeez,
That's pretty
shit.
fucking funny.
There's
dude.
some that say Hopesick. Like, dude, it's said a
Did you ever
dope
buy
thing.
any of these?
Fuck no, dude. It's the corniest shit ever. But like,
I was gonna say, we should
motherfuckers
sell
like.
a little bit.
I was
Right? Is there a market?
Yeah.
I mean, the Hopesick shirts, I was dying, dude. Like, when I seen it, a dude said, he had a hat on that said Hope Dealer and then a Hopesick shirt, and he came up and gave a lead, and it was exactly what I thought it was going to be.
My man that called in about like hating people from Pittsburgh and like cigarettes, we could get him some hope merch.
he could
use a little hope.
He should meet up with a Hope Dealer.
Yeah, for sure.
Get a quarter.
Get him a
onto-
dime bag.
Get him a quarter onto Hope fronted to him. Hey, cuz, call me. You know what I mean? I'll get you a meeting list.
We'll figure it out.
They got him up there in Denora.
Joe Rogan fighting with Mrs. Mahomes. Joe Rogan, they did the Protect Our Parks episode. It's Shane Gillis, Mark Norman, Ari Shaffir, Joe Rogan, and Gillis was pretty much talking about Mahomes' wife. And like, for like as many people as like Rogan talks to, like he like kind of lives in a bubble. He'll like people will bring shit up and he'll be like, "Oh, really?" And it's just like dude, I guess he just like just not into. It's usually about like sports besides MMA.
He's definitely not in the football.
He's not a football guy.
Yeah.
So they were explaining like how annoying like Mahomes' wife is, like we do like every other week here, and Rogan was like, it was like one of the videos where she's shrieking. And he was like, "Oh my god!" Like everybody's reaction. And she started clapping at Rogan. I was like, I kind of like this beef. Like to see where this goes.
I don't think Rogan's going to respond.
No, he doesn't respond to anything.
Dude, all
he's not responding to his crazy
Shane
dad.
Gillis was like, I'm starting to like
Jackson,
and then like Rogan seen that video. He's like, dude, they keep that same energy up when the time for divorce.
Yeah,
and that's all he said.
That's all, yeah.
And I think she tried to like start the beef, and I don't think he's gonna go for it.
No, he usually like you said,
really wasn't that bad of like an insult.
No.
He really doesn't go. He kind of ignores shit pretty good.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to respond.
Because
He's huge.
if you respond
Yeah,
to idiots, they're just
Dude, he's just
clout
not
chasing.
gonna do it. He's had
Yeah.
like way bigger people than that chirp at him.
Yeah.
And, like he's just like me.
The Rock.
Us.
Did The
Yeah.
Rock chirp at him?
Yeah, The Rock was chirping at him.
At Rogan?
Yeah, because when The Rock called him out for steroids, The Rock
Rogan says he does like testosterone and shit.
Well, no, I
No,
think
The
Rogan. Yeah, you
called
said,
out The Rock.
Yeah, he just said real
who you thi-
casually
who
like,
you think
well,
wins
the
in a
Rock,
fight?
well, The Rock does steroids, which is like,
Oh, I mean, The Rock.
What are we talking about?
Yeah,
No, I
But
think
The Rock
Rogan would
didn't-
win the fight.
But The Rock denied it.
Here?
He's like a fucking 10th degree black belt in jiu-jitsu.
I get that, but
fucking
like,
all
I think
types
The
of-
Rock's much bigger than him.
Yeah, but
I
when he
don't
fucking
know.
pulls his ligaments out of his arm,
I
he ain't
get-
gonna be that big.
I on that one, it's like almost like I see Sciulli's point in that because I would say in pure street fighting experience and more toughness, I would go lean towards Rogan. Now I'm not saying he would beat The Rock, but it wouldn't be a total fucking ass.
Yeah,
beater.
yeah. The Rock ain't walking all
Rogan
over.
got them kicks. He could kick like a
Dude, they said
Yeah.
it sounds like a shotgun
Dude,
blast.
they said, they showed his like spinning kick. You're like, holy shit.
I would love.
He's
to be able
been
to
doing
kick
it since
like
he's
that.
like fucking a teenager.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to fight. But
I would
No.
just kick everybody.
It's all hypothetical, obviously.
Every time I got drunk, I would just start
Start kicking the shit out of
Like,
everything.
dude, get
Every
away from me.
Every tree's laying down and shit.
52-year-old woman loves banging younger dudes. Z-Bird, you said you're not hating.
No, she was getting a lot of hate. She was like a cougar. I'd say she's more of like a muskrat, but
Yeah, she was
wasn't-
gross. She was like hanging around frat parties too, which makes it a little weird.
yeah.
But if she's not a 10, there's a bunch of not 10s out there ready to bang her. I
Yeah,
promise.
at
she-
the end of a night of a frat party,
Yeah.
somebody's taking her down.
someone's fucking her for the story.
For the story.
And, and I just banged a 52-year-old slop box. And
Yeah.
then,
And then she's like trying to hang out, and you're like, okay,
yeah, you
Time
gotta,
to go.
okay, Ethel.
Bye,
Time
Mildred.
to go home.
yeah, here comes your access van.
Yeah. You're
Load
making
of
everybody
rascal.
It was funny for a little bit. Now it's uncomfy for
Yeah.
everybody.
Now it smells like old lady in here.
Yeah. Oh, who brought the Bengay?
Don't break your hip.
I should, dudes are like, I should have just fucked my roommate in the frat house.
My partner.
Yeah.
52 is not that old, but it's too old to be hanging around like frat houses, like trying to be cool.
When you're
and funny.
18, 52 is like 136.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
but like she's not a good example of this. But there are some
Rockets.
Oh, for
rockets
sure.
at 50 now.
Rockets.
Like I'm just saying like women now age so much better. Like they're
Yeah,
still like,
men age
drop
even
dead-
better.
yeah.
You got to get that hyaluronic acid. That's where it's at, brother.
What is
Tighten
that?
your skin. You don't know about hyaluronic acid?
I need fucking
You got to
hair and
moisturize,
everything else.
boys.
The hair's just I mean,
I use
What
that
do you
Old
do?
Spice lotion. It's what
yeah,
keeps
Jack,
me
you
tight.
got good hair, dude.
Yeah, I do.
That's great.
Don't worry, the kid got some right here.
Buddy. You know what sucks about like being 40 finally is like anytime anybody's talking about somebody being old, like younger, like oh they're like 40. You're like, oh, come on, dude, take it easy, be easy a little bit here.
Yeah, you dick.
You know, in my mind, I'm still 19.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if that's
absolutely.
gonna change for me. Ever.
I don't think it does for anybody, John. I just think
No, I said that to my old man one time. He's like, I'm fucking 72. I look in the mirror like, who's this old fucking guy? You know, he's like, I still feel like I'm 25.
my brain's just as goofy. I just know like the consequences of action.
It doesn't. Yeah, I'm not as like jumping into things.
Yeah,
without thinking,
like I'm gonna put my toe in the water.
Yeah, let's
before I
think
just
this
dive
through
in
for a
most of the
second.
time now. But I'll still jump in sometimes.
Yeah, not as compulsive.
Yeah. What are you about to say, Zebra? It seems like you had something
no,
on your chest over there.
I was just like thinking of something.
Okay.
Keep it to yourself.
Yeah, no, it wasn't nothing crazy. It was just like, I was thinking about when Jack was like, I was like a little bit more impulsive. And when I twin, I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah. After that 13th time in rehab, I straightened right up.
Finally got it out of me.
Finally got that wild child out of me.
Carlos Boozer renting his place to Prince for $95,000 a month. This is obviously an old story, but Boozer was reached out to like by a third party, like, hey, we got somebody who wants to rent your house. They're gonna pay way over asking. Boozer was like, I don't know, he's gonna be gone for a while.
He's a basketball player, anyone don't know.
Right. And he's like, all right. So Boozer comes back to LA, I think that's where the house was, pulls up, there's new gates on his fucking entryway. There's a new door. Everything's draped in purple. And he's like, dude, he was just like going to grab like a shovel or some shit that he needed. He's like, dude, what the fuck happened to my house? And he fucking Prince went in there, was paying like $100,000 a month to stay there, redid everything in Boozer's house to like Prince standards.
Right.
And Boozer like kind of like freaked out, like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to fucking resell this thing. And he was like, sent him like, I forget the number.
$500,000.
Yeah, like $500,000. Like, listen, Boozer, take this $500,000. I'll put everything back when I'm done. You poor. How much money? How much money did fucking Prince have?
Well, those tours, dude. They said he used to make obviously, he had like 3 of the highest selling albums of all time. 2 of those albums were under his own label. So we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars off those albums. Then his fucking tours alone, he fucking killed it.
Well, he started making money after he did that symbol thing when he got out of like Sony's deal, and then he started publishing his own music. Fucking everything was, all the money was coming back to him.
Like shit like Purple Rain. That like he didn't kill it on that, but he like made a name for himself. But he killed it on those tours.
Yeah,
like Purple Rain. Like Purple Rain, he didn't make them.
Imagine one of these fucking guys making these tours.
The tours where everybody makes their money.
That's what every comedian, every band.
Well, what they say? Chris Rock just got $40 million for Netflix. I think that's for 2 shows.
I heard that kind of sucked.
I didn't watch it yet.
I didn't watch it either. I've seen a bunch of clips.
I didn't think the end.
I didn't think it was bad. It definitely wasn't his best stuff. He seemed a little different. He seemed like nervous and pissed off. Like at the end, he was pissed off when he did.
Well,
his
he bombed. He fucked up like the main joke, right?
The main joke at the end, he fucked up.
Yeah.
He said he was gonna say he didn't get a
concussion. He said
emancipation
or something.
He didn't get a Academy Award nomination for concussion, but he gave me a concussion. But he said emancipation. He was like, I fucked up the joke. But when he was done going on about like Will Smith, he looked like you ever get so mad you cry.
Yeah,
that's how he looked.
Yeah, he looked pretty angry. Like I said, I watched most of it in clips. And I heard the first 15 minutes it was fucking brutal too. It was just like COVID jokes and like girls shaking their ass on the internet, like old weird, like just old jokes.
I felt like jokes that other people had done already.
They're like just beating to death subjects.
You gotta imagine it like the hunger for someone like him. Like I hate to say this, but like it's probably not there like it once was. Like when he was trying to make it, coming up, writing all of his own shit. He probably has writers now. And you know what I mean.
They said he toured with that for a long time, though.
He did, and he like but I still think.
I bet you he didn't have. They did that live,
right?
And I bet you he didn't have his best set.
Right. Like you could.
Like I bet you that's killed before.
Right.
Like what? Because some of the stuff was good, but he was just like I said. He seemed like off, like his timing off, his delivery. A little bit. But like he was. I mean, I still like Chris Rock. He still, like.
Yeah, I love.
But like at the end when he I think it was like just build up. He was like waiting to go off about Will Smith because everybody wanted it.
Right,
and, dude. He went. I mean, he gave it to him good, but he looked like mad. Dude, he ain't over it.
No.
That
Publicly humiliated.
pretty big
That's
slap.
And
hard
on
to
the
get over.
Oscars, probably one of the biggest moments of his life to do the Oscars, and he got smacked in the face.
Right in the face. Steelers facility amongst one of the worst in the league. I was surprised by this.
Well, compared to like the brand new $1 billion stadiums,
Yeah, I guess.
We got to share ours with Pitt.
like the Steelers built theirs for like $236 million,
Right, and we're talking
which was a little
how
while
old
ago.
is
20
it?
years ago.
20 years. Heinz, 20
But
years.
still, like you're talking about Dallas, the Oakland Raiders, like
You're
The
talking about.
Falcons, everybody.
even like the Jaguars, like their
The
like
Rams.
locker rooms are like.
Well, you said
crazy.
practice.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Well, that's the South Side you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's their practice.
Yeah.
I'm talking about those facilities.
Right,
Yeah.
but like
Facilities
that.
stink too.
Yeah, those
I
were
heard
the
they're
same
like
time,
I heard like
though,
the
right?
weight room was like highly rated, but like I think like a couple other parts of it.
Yeah, I could see the Steelers being like a little cheap here and there. That just like
Yeah,
other
crimping,
teams aren't.
scrimping on
The
basics.
good protein shakes and shit like that.
Is that what
Who
they
knows?
have?
I
Just
don't-
immaculate protein.
Like
shakes.
a lot of cool. They probably have like a lot of cool memorabilia
yeah,
there.
Yeah, I mean those. Those locker rooms are decked out with anything you need. Like even like I did a tour of the UCLA locker room, and like there was just fridges full, pretty much whatever the fuck you wanted.
They might have a
I-
nicer locker room Steelers.
Yeah,
in.
actually, it was very sick. They had Uncrustables and shit like that. You know,
Really?
you just have like
Anything
money.
a young
You
boy
just have
needs.
like money for Uncrustables laying around for like anybody to
Those
have.
aren't
Right.
cheap.
They're
They
about
ain't
they're
cheap.
50. They go for 15 a box.
For the commoners, they
Yeah,
just
if you don't
have
get
them
them at
out
Costco, you got to get them at Giant Eagle. You're just taking a bath.
Oh, you may as well cash in your 401k.
there. You got to take out a loan for
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shit.
All right, let's take a little break.
All right, everybody. We're going to take a real quick commercial break. Be right back with more Greenfield Science Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield Finance Podcast. If you're in the real estate market right now, if you're buying, selling, looking for someone to be a property manager, I know just the people. Carlson & Associates, located in the heart of Pittsburgh, Southside. Carlson & Associates, not just known in the Southside, they're known all over the Pittsburgh area, and they're great at commercial and residential, and they've got you covered. Call 412-431-1718 or visit their website at casouthside.com. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're looking to go out this week, if you're a guy or a girl and you're looking for something to do and you and your friends want to go out, why don't you check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Not only do they got some of the best drinks in the world, they got over 100 craft beers, and they absolutely have some of the best food in all of Southside. So check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street if you want to go out and you want to have some good food and you want to fuck. I don't know about you, but shit's always breaking around my house, whether it's my washer, whether it's my dryer, whether it's my stove, whether it's my fridge. Something's always breaking. I used to have a handyman, but you can't rely on anyone nowadays until I find Primetime Appliance. 412-896-1395. They fix TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, and everything more. These are the guys that call, and they get the job done right. That's Primetime Appliance. 412-896-1395. And tell them you heard it on Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? You looking for a fun night out in the South Side, but you don't want to get punched in your face? Neither do I. That's why I'm going down Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. You want to go somewhere, have a beer, hang out with some people, see some hot chicks or some hot dudes, but you don't want to get punched in your fucking face? Well, go down Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. Have a good time and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding our gears. Who better get us kicked off than Angry John? Let's find out what's grinding his gears.
All right, I'm not really sure I'm angry about. Is it myself? Is it Jack for telling everybody?
I didn't tell everybody, dude.
Fucking
You're the
turd.
one.
Is
You're
it
the
turd?
one telling everybody
Well,
right
I'm gonna
now.
tell everybody what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lead in this conspiracy. All right. So it's Andy Tenney's 40th birthday, and everybody knows I love 40th birthdays. It's
Yeah.
the only thing we have left. I got shit faced at Sciulli's. Mine, I hardly remember. and this one went just the same way. At the Moose, they poured the shots of Crown Heavy, okay?
Dude, that's an understatement. We're talking about 4 to 5 ounces a shot.
For at least.
Yeah.
Warm.
So,
Yeah.
you know, my girl's like, make sure you eat. But, of course, she runs late. So I get to the party. By the time I'm bullshitting, I got a Miller Lite. Once the first Miller Lite hits, I'm in.
I didn't eat a chip there.
I didn't eat anything.
I didn't eat a chip.
And I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next thing I know, I'm talking to Scott Singer. We're talking about football. Next thing I know, I wake up in my bed. That's how the night went. Apparently, a little bit of piss on my pants.
Oh, someone broke
Allegedly.
in.
So just let me deal with this right now. I don't piss myself when I get drunk. Here's what I do.
Okay.
Sometimes I try to pull the little brajol out. It might not come out of my pants all the way. It might not have been out of my pants at all, and I pissed all over myself.
So you're
That's
saying,
probably what happened.
So you're saying that it was out of the trap.
I was saying there was a pants full of piss.
Wait.
But
so you didn't piss your pants. You just
I pissed
on
I
your
pissed
pants.
on myself.
Huge differentiation.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Dude, because I'm not like there's some bedwetters. I've never wet the bed.
I've pissed the bed.
Dude, I've shit myself at a golf outing. I'll tell you what happened.
Listen,
You know what I
shit
mean?
happens.
That's a good time.
Piss
That's a
happens
good
as
time.
well, Jack.
I was Uncle Billy drunk. Johanna didn't want to tell me about it. Apparently, I guess she thought it was like because you don't need that anxiety.
No.
Yeah, she might not remember though either.
She remembered. She's like, why would Jack say anything? Because Dirk tried to talk shit on like a group message because
Right.
he's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
Because he's
Right.
done a lot of shit drunk too that I
A
could
lot
bring
of
up.
stuff.
But we're
Oh,
not
what?
going to.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay away from that.
Yep.
But yeah, so you want to throw it out there? Did I piss myself? So what? 40 years old. I fucking work hard. You know what I mean? You
I
have too
got
many
an
beers.
enlarged prostate.
I work 5 fucking
Five days a week.
If I want to piss my
If I
fucking
fucking-
pants, I'm gonna
but
It's fucking the first week back.
but dude, that's always the hardest week.
Yeah.
But I pissed on my pants, not in my pants.
Yeah, huge
Allegedly.
differentiation.
Allegedly, dude.
Look, John, there was a couple other people like still there. The story was out. I wasn't gonna say anything. Maybe just a little to razz you a little bit on St. Patty's Day, and that'd be the end
it's
of
gonna
it.
come up, and that's fine. I don't really give a shit. It might happen St. Patty's Day. No, it will not.
You never know. Never say
I'm gonna
never.
be a little more.
John's just gonna be like, fucking just have loaded guns. Dudes are gonna say something to him. He's like, dude, you remember that one time? And it's gonna be.
He's gonna be ruining
'cause you know,
people's
'cause
marriage.
Yeah, he's gonna be pulling cards.
I'm not gonna do that because there's nothing I hate more than someone that makes you
Yeah.
like when you have anxiety because you drank too much, and somebody makes you feel like a real big asshole about it.
Yeah, Turk shouldn't have said anything.
That's why I'm wearing Depends.
You know what I
Saturday.
mean? I get it. Yeah, I'd make fun of me too. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean it happens.
I like how you got in front of it, though,
Yeah,
John.
no big deal.
Like,
We're gonna.
This
we're gonna,
weekend ain't gonna be that easy either.
No, it's not.
But I am gonna eat something. I'll be
Yeah.
ready.
We're gonna have 3 people call next week and have pee stories. I guarantee it.
Easy.
I'm
We-
just one
fuck,
of you.
we
I'm
got-
just one of you guys.
We have 3 people right here. We can have peace.
Yeah, right.
I don't think about it. I'm like,
Listen.
damn, dude. They was like, dude, I pissed my pants a million times. I'm still flying high. Don't worry about it. I was like, thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Like, listen, guys, I piss my pants one leg at a time, just like everybody else.
All right, Dr. Schultz, what's grinding them gears since you've been on vacation? I
So
can't
that's
see
the
much.
thing. It was hard to come up with one, but I found one.
Life's so perfect.
You know, it's
Yeah.
going so great right now. I'm on the beach, you know what I mean, and I'm a fair skinned Italian, you know. So that first fucking sun of the year burns the Christ out of me. So, you know, I'm there with my family. I get my partner to spray me with some fucking suntan lotion, right? Well, apparently,
SPF or like suntan.
no, like SPF like 20, dude.
Okay,
like I'm
that's
trying to block some shit.
Sunblock.
Yeah,
not
sunblock.
suntan.
Yes, okay, yeah. I'm getting sprayed with the banana boat, right? And little do I know that my partner spray paint me like a kid with Tourette's trying to spray paint a moving train.
Oh,
Dude, the next day I took my shirt off. It's like I'm a zebra.
yeah, that
It's
shit
certain-
hurts.
Dude,
dude.
I
It's
seen
so
I seen the
fucked up.
picture of it. It looks like she played a practical joke.
Yeah,
on
like
it.
she I was like, at least write "fuck you" or "kick me" or something on my back. It's just
Yeah,
like
you really didn't give
it
a
looks
fuck,
like
huh?
camo. It looks like I'm a camo, like an albino guy that got burnt in camouflage. It's the worst tan I've ever had.
Did
in my
you ever
life.
like with that aerosol? The thing with them aerosol cans is like I feel like they're never even. But you got to take your hand. You got
You
to
gotta
rub it
you
around.
gotta get close, and you gotta. But
Right.
yeah, then you gotta. You know, you gotta
Right.
get
Like,
the
give
love
me a
hit,
little
yeah.
bit
the
of
lotion.
rub.
The lotion I think is better, but yeah, the aerosol is a little bit easier.
And the worst part is, this ain't going away this year. You know what I mean? I'm stuck with this all fucking summer. There's no way.
Why, your chin doesn't regenerate?
Because I'm so burnt in some places and so white in other places.
And then, dude, and then you go to put a shirt on, and it just hurts in that
Listen,
one spot.
so I have like splotches that are peeling, and some that are just like nicely seasoned. And
Fucking
it's just
sunburns, ruthless,
ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm glad my partner really gives a shit. So that made me feel even
dude.
better.
How long did she take to do that? Like 3 seconds? She was like, yeah, you're
No,
good.
that's the funny thing. I thought she was doing a good job. I'm standing there for like 25 minutes. I'm like, I'm greasier than a pork chop right now.
Is your
only half?
Is your partner doing St. Patty's Day this year?
My partner claims. They claim they are.
So you're hoping she sits it out.
I'm gonna spray paint her like she did me.
Nah, there's no way Rose is coming.
No, she'll talk shit all week, and then last minute she'll be like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I'm not mad at her for it.
Right? Yeah.
Because listen, I was gonna say Rose is she doesn't just like drink, like she's gonna binge drink, and it's gonna get crazy.
Rose has got me to where like I've like got down to like South Side and been like like do like 5 to 6 shots before I get to South Side, like.
Yeah.
Like you walk in.
Oh, if she wants to run them.
Bottle.
She wants to run them. Like, oh, you want another one? You ready for another one? Come on, don't be a pussy. We got to go. What are you, bunch of pussies? Come on.
Then,
boom, boom, boom.
Then you get that like 11:30 picture, and you're like, damn, dude, I was peeing my pants.
Everybody, peeing your pants is cool.
Peeing your pants, yeah. Consider me Miles Davis.
What do you got, Z-Bird?
Oh fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, dude, my mom. So like, my mom gets drunk and like texts my friends at like 3:00 in the morning, and she texted Joe Welsh again.
I would say again, or is this?
This is again.
Oh boy!
About at 3 in the morning. She probably was drinking, doing some talking Potter, and figured it'd be a good idea. Joe only has 2 kids. One of them, he's really old. He's like almost 1. So,
he gets it.
Probably didn't affect Joe too much, but I'm sure Joe's wife was thrilled for my mom to text Joe and say, I can't get a hold of Michael, but we should plan a comedy show for yesterday's. This was Saturday night after Andy's party. Me and Joe literally just made a joke about this about like a year ago. I didn't have a comedy flyer in time, so my mom decided to start calling and texting Joe around 3, 4 in the morning. Joe didn't respond at that time, and then called me at 7 in the morning, at least waited until I got up. I was getting ready to go to work. The last thing you want to hear when you're going to work is, dude, your mom was hitting me up at like 3 in the morning.
Again.
No, but that was the first time.
Okay.
This time it was like just screenshots.
Wait, do you think Joe and Chrissy might have something going on here?
So-
Because this is starting to get a little suspicious.
So I went to Patreon with it, and I said, I had a picture. It was multiple choice. It was Joe Welsh and Joseph Welsh. And I said, out of these 2 people, who's mostly like to TF my mom? And Joe Welsh won
Joseph
by
didn't,
a
huh?
landslide. No, Joseph didn't get any votes. Joey, though. Joseph's like the sober, cleaned up guy. Joey's the partying one. He likes to TF. And
He's down to TF.
I think he TF'd her, but probably before that he got married. Like, I don't think Joe would do extra marital activity, but like, I think he TF'd her a long time ago, and it left my mom wanting more. And then like now she wants TF'd, and she's using this comedy thing
As an excuse.
As a ploy.
just to hit him up. Like, why can I need to text Joe to get titty fucked. And it's like, and she's just like, hey, what's up, Joe? What's up with this comedy show that we don't even have planned or comedians for or anything else? Just hoping he texts back. And here's the thing, though. The weird thing is that Joe has the ability to delete his tweets or delete his text back. So some of them,
you don't know what you're seeing.
Some of them seem weird. Like the one said it wasn't like he wasn't responding, because the one said that it was like, hey, we should do that. And then it went to, that sounds like a good idea. And there's a message missing. So I'd like to know.
So she was answering to something that's no longer there. Is that what you're saying?
He might have sent her a hammer pick.
Yeah, I would have put it past him.
No. But I'm not mad at Joe. I'm mad at my mom for.
So wait, so why aren't you guys? Are you? It sounds like you think you're too good for yesterday's. Now, I know you guys are.
Not
you
at
know,
all.
You know, Cranberry Mike over here that can't bring it back home.
First off, we want to do a real nice show at yesterday's. We're planning. Me and Joe were planning on it. We talked to my mom about it on that night. We said, yeah, we'll put something together. I love doing yesterday's. Love to get like a really nice, good show down there, pack the place, and have a good time. I'd love to do yesterday's. We just got to find the right date and like be able to put people in there. That was the problem the past couple times. We didn't have the people. So I'm going to reach out and talk to some people. I told my mom it's going to take a little bit of time to put together. That was about 9 o'clock at night. Apparently by 3 in the morning, I was supposed to have it all figured out. And Joe didn't have much answers for it either, but like she goes to the well. I mean, she shoots her shot.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's a Hail Mary at 3 in the morning, all gooned out.
Yeah.
I can't, allegedly.
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 If you're doing goon and it's 3 in the morning,
know
and
if
you're
my
starting your
mom-
fire and text.
Did you start? Yeah, I mean,
The old mind starts
how many
running,
texts,
dude.
how many calls go out before you get to Joe Welsh?
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, someone has to pick up got the goon. You know what I mean? Then it keeps going.
I got a gear grinder. Fucking dude. Hemorrhoids are back, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's brutal. And I know it does it, but like I can't stop.
What does it?
When I accidentally buy like the scented wipes, you know what I mean? Like the
Oh, you got a
flushables.
little allergic reaction.
Yeah, every time. And like I'll be like, oh, these are cool, and they're like good for a week, and next thing you know,
You got a
What's the
dingleberry.
scent on a scented wipe?
just like
Not
that
shit.
lavender.
it could be anything. It's like aloe or like just anything that's not like plain, dude.
I got you.
Yeah,
Like, remember, like dude wipes.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I got some dude wipes to go dude wipes. Shout out Shammy, she actually bought them for me. But those work fine. But the ones I use at the crib, I tried like a different brand, and like, dude, it was like immediate. And then like, dude, once them hemorrhoids start, it's fucking
Once
cra-
she's
it's,
hanging, babe.
it's crazy.
and you
town,
got that
dude.
brand new ass.
Yeah, you
Dude,
can't be
right.
messing
You
around.
ruined it
can't be
already.
You can't be
Dude.
scratching the new
I
car.
know.
Oh yeah, what do you do, dude? The
Dude.
fragrance free.
And then I
Like, what's somebody walking up and smelling your ass, dude? Just get a nice
Dude.
clean wipe in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
need the
get it.
hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
You need a little potpourri in
Oh,
there.
you know
Dude,
it's going.
and
He
that-
got the kid thing going. And yeah, I mean, shit's getting
Well, you
weird.
got to just jump in the shower if that's the case.
What are you talking about?
You got to be fresh for the old lady.
Oh, no.
I mean, for your partner.
I'll
for
go in-
missus.
I'll go in there filthy.
Hell, you old dirty bastard.
Old dirty dog.
ODB.
Old dirty dog.
You be dirty like a deer.
No. So then, like, dude, your butthole gets so itchy, it's insane. And then I go to look for like the suppositories because, like, dude. So I'm like looking around, and
You're
I
like-
cannot find one fucking anywhere.
Those
and
are
I'm
a
like,
good time.
and I'm like panicking. I'm panicking. I'm like, oh my god.
He gets the mint flavored suppository.
So
They're always
I go
fun.
to my travel case and I fucking find one in the bottom. Like, oh, thank
An
God.
old one.
Yeah, dude, I unwrap that little bastard. You know, you gotta let it sit out for a little bit, get a little melty,
Yeah.
and then you get it up
We
there.
said you give it a little mouth swab.
Well, no, you don't put your mouth
You're
on
like-
it. That's disgusting, John. But you know, you give it a little, and it starts loosening up and watering up. That way, you get the outside and you get the inside, and then then your butthole just sucks it all the way up.
Are you bending over, dude? Or are you putting your legs in the fucking air like that, like a
It's just-
creep?
It's a little,
Then you
little
find-
cylinder that big, and it starts to melt. It's fire. They are a good time.
I've never done
How
a suppository.
fast
They're
do
fun.
they
If you
If
work?
you do a Vicodin, that'd be
Dude,
great.
they work immediately, and then they also like take them away too. So
Wait,
like,
did you say a Vicodin?
yeah, you can stick them up your
Whole.
ass.
No
Yeah.
boofing.
Yeah, you just like shave the coating off and it's like a little suppository.
Have
up
you
your
done this?
butthole. Yeah, I did one time. I was playing.
one time.
I was. It was like after I met the lesbian chick that boofed me, but like she told me like you could stick shit up your ass, you get high, and like the one time it wasn't.
That's all you needed to hear.
It wasn't a Vicodin. It was like OC10. So I fired a couple other uppers. They were so little. I was just like. I peeled the coating off, shoved them up my butt. Like, I don't even know if I got high.
Did they like start like not work quick enough and you pooped them out and sniffed
No,
them?
they
Snorted
didn't
them.
work quick enough. They didn't work quick enough, so I just bought heroin. So it was like, who knows? They might still be up there.
I knew there was no way I was gonna be able to tell this story without like going to like him shoving some type of drug up his ass. But those suppositories, they are nice and they work quick, so I'll give
That's
them that.
where it's
so
at,
I
huh?
I re-upped my order. I got like 46 of them fuckers. So
You got backups.
I'm ready to party.
You're ready for hemorrhoids.
But it only happens to you when you use these scented wipes.
Yeah, then I do one suppository, maybe two if I have to, like the next day, and then they're gone forever. Then I fuck up again, and next thing you know, I'm
2 more on the butthole.
yeah, shoving them back up? Or
Is this a wives' tale? Because I remember when we were younger, people used to say if you sat on cold concrete, you could get
I've
hemorrhoids.
heard that.
yeah, I've heard that too.
Is
I
that a
think it
wives'
is.
tale so we wouldn't hang out
I don't know.
outside?
I don't want
think
to
it
find
is.
out.
I think
I've never got one from
Kitchy got a hemorrhoid one time, and he was like,
Yogi used to get them real bad when we were young.
Yeah, but Yogi used to love putting suppositories in
yeah,
his ass.
Yogi used to
He'd be like,
get-
I'm just putting it in just in
Yeah.
case.
He used to have like a makeup kit and it'd be like a fake
Yeah.
hemorrhoid. He'd be like, "Yo, Deese, won't you go up
Look,
there?" to
hey,
some party?"
he would have a kit. It would have fucking stool softeners, suppositories, fucking preparation H wipes, everything. It was like his first aid kit for his O-ring.
Stella used to shoot them fucking things up. Or
She used to boof him up, blow dart him from across the room while Bobby Beats held him down. She fired him in there like a Native American killing a buffalo.
talking about our friend's mother and his stepdad. If anybody was wondering who those characters were.
Oh, man.
Oh.
All right, buddy. We take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back for more Greenfield's Finest podcast. You might recognize my voice from Greenfield's Finest podcast, but you'd recognize my face more from Rosado & Sons Landscaper, where I've been an employee for over 5 years, where I work with owner-son John Rosado. If you're looking for quality landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, and lawn maintenance, which includes fertilizer, grub control, weed killer, call 412-521-9045. This isn't some pop-up operation. They've been in business for over 80 years. So if you want good, quality work, call Rosado & Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get the special discount. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Did you just get the bad news that your girlfriend's fucking your neighbor? Well, it sounds like a pretty shitty situation. I got just the answer. Miracle Movers. You need to move in a hurry? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're fully bonded and insured, and you're not taking any risk like you are with your whore girlfriend. So call Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620 and get out of that house before you catch any STDs. Did you just walk into your bathroom and take a giant shit and realize that your bathroom is a giant pile of shit? Well, I got the answer for you. Bath Factory and Window. You dream it, and they build it. Bath Factory and Window, 412-951-3939. From your bathroom to your windows, transform your home with Bathroom Factory and Window. You can also find them at bathfactoryandwindow.com. Hey, what's going on, folks? I don't know if you knew this, but the number one reason people get lawsuits against them when people come over their house is faulty steps, faulty sidewalks. What are you going to do about it? Your house is a walking booby trap. Well, you can call Giuseppe & Sons. Need your sidewalk and steps fixed or replaced? Call Giuseppe & Sons at 412-421-6711. And if you're looking for any masonry work in the Pittsburgh area, these are the guys you can trust. That's 412-421-6711. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast. We're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
You're in an arena with 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter with a rifle, 7 buffalo, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, 4 lions. Pick 2 to defend you while the others attack you. The goal is to survive 1 hour. 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter with a rifle, 7 buffalo, 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas, 4 lions.
It's pretty, for me, I'm going with 10,000 rats. And it's between lion and gorilla. I'm gonna go gorilla because I feel like the gorilla could easily attack the hunter, and I just don't know how they handle the lion. But then I have 10,000 rats that can attack. You know, what I mean, we're talking 2,000 rats per lion.
Yeah, the rats, 10,000 rats is a fuck ton of rats,
I would not want.
and they're on the attack.
Yeah, they're in a buffer zone.
They're not
going
to fuck you up.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed. It's promised. So I 100% want the rats because the rats are they're gonna constantly.
It's the numbers game there. Yeah, they could. If a rat 10,000 just start overtaking an animal. I mean,
And gorilla.
But
I
there's
mean,
a lot of animals though.
Dude,
the hawks could pick the rats.
I would
off.
go with the lions and the hawks.
I was gonna say the
Good.
rats and the hawks. That way you go to aerial assault and you go to
yeah.
ground
what
assault.
about them crocs though? 10 crocs could do some damage.
Yeah,
I
10
think I take the
crocs.
crocs and the gorillas.
Huh? Yeah, because I don't think crocs are affected by rats.
And then
And
you
the
got
birds will
15
try to swoop
wolves.
down on them. Crocs just eat them out.
Wolves. There's wolves. Yeah,
There
and
you
they
go,
got that
wolves.
pack mentality. They'll take down a lion.
Right. That's
How many
that's
wolves?
That's kind of
10
why
wolves, 4 lions.
they're gonna be in a pack, so they kind of might be at a like.
Disadvantage, you know what I mean? You get the
Yeah.
hawks to start swooping down on them.
So I'm going to stick with my original answer. I'd like to
You
hear
said this
what
is
you
an
guys think.
arena.
In arena, you get 2, and everybody else is on the attack, and you get 1 hour to survive.
What kind of weapon does the hunter have?
A
It's
gun.
a rifle.
Just a single
Like
shot?
a 30-30.
Yeah.
So he
But
got to like
he
reload.
got ammunition.
But he got to reload. It's not semi-automatic.
Was 1 bullet taking down a lion? I don't think so, huh?
It's definitely not taking down a gorilla. There's 5 of them fuckers.
Right.
Gorillas.
Gorillas ripping that fucking
They're
hunter
rip, yeah,
apart.
they'll rip anything apart. Really.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the gorilla call. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I feel like there has to be something to this 7 buffalo though, because no one's like.
What the hell are they gonna do? Ram you?
I don't know. Buffaloes. but
it
Circle up, dog. Circle
yeah,
around
they
you.
make it like circle.
Stupid big animals.
Yeah, but I mean,
I get what you're
It probably
saying, but I'm
takes, like,
feeling
30
I feel like
bullets.
there's probably something to this.
If you're in
Why
an
are they
arena,
in
they
it?
ain't going up steps.
Well, why the fuck would you have to go up steps?
If you're in
What
an
do you-
arena, I'm gonna hide from the buffalo. I'm going up. I want the high
what are you
ground.
going to get?
no,
A soft
no,
pretzel?
No.
You're gonna
You're
stay
on
in the
like
arena, John.
The arena. I don't
It's a
mean
gladiators, babe, not the
Gladiator.
civic arena.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like thinking Heinz Field. Like, dude, I'll be in peanut heaven.
Like, I'll
You
go
gotta
in one of the
you
good
gotta stay in
boxes.
the fucking
Yeah.
arena.
Risotto's in the
I don't know.
sleeve.
I'll just take a helicopter out of it.
Just leave.
Well, that's section 2. That's what you know. I mean, that's all
200.
200.
I'll be in the urinal, pee in my pants.
Who needs a urinal?
So I think I'm going 10,000 rats, 5 gorillas. Those hawks are gonna be a motherfucker though.
Yeah, you hate.
Well, you have to have the
birds,
hawks
right?
on your side.
50 hawks.
Because
that's a lot of
nothing's
hawks.
taking them
That's
A
out.
so
lot of
many.
hawks,
You
man.
think?
What's going to kill the hawk?
Pecking your face
I think if a hawk comes, I mean, you're right. I don't know.
The hunter could take one at a time out.
Gorilla could fucking grip up a hawk.
That's
and
what I'm
fucking
thinking.
Right,
break
but if
that
my
fucker.
lion's attacking the gorilla
I
and the
don't think
hawks
those
are coming as
numbers work out
supplemental,
either way.
Wait, so you're saying lion and gorilla?
lions and hawks is my call.
I think you're kind of fucked anyway. You break this
Yeah,
down.
this is a lot of numbers.
And it's
I
an
like
hour.
this. I like this guy.
An hour's a long time.
How
A
long?
ton, an
1
hour.
hour.
But them rats can. I mean, them rats can do a lot of fucking damage.
How many suppositories do you get though?
6.
Okay, all right. I'll take the
And then
suppositories.
eagle. You're allowed to use eagle tits as a shield. He'll give you an extra
the
30
crocs.
seconds
How many?
of
Like,
life.
dude, that's what I mean. Like a crocodile. How fast can they eat these rats?
Yeah.
You gotta take down
Oh.
one species at a time.
You know what? Too, I wasn't even thinking about this. The croc is so low that they might have an advantage. 'Cause
That
they're
would deal
basi-
with
and they got like armored skin.
Well, yeah, scales. So like they're gonna fuck up them lions. They could chew on a lion's like
I mean, I know a lion. I've seen him eat that alligator one time. Didn't
a lion
just-
ate an
Or
alligator.
was it the alligator ate the lion? I don't remember.
I know which video you're talking about. It. Yeah,
They-
pulled
There's
him
been like
into
a, there's been like I've seen like a jaguar or a cheetah pull a fucking alligator
I
out
think
of the
that's
river.
that's what I.
They see him
and
alligator.
the lion's
they-
king of the forest.
That's no joke. I don't know.
King of the fort.
I mean, brown bears. They're bitch ass bears.
I'd
ain't
take
they?
a gorilla over a brown
Yeah.
bear.
Oh, I
a
hope
one-on-one.
Yeah. I don't know. The hunter with the rifle got to be a good shot.
Yeah, but he can't help you any.
Oh,
Well, he
can shoot.
can. Yeah, he
he
can
shoot
shoot.
the animals.
Right, right. But you're not killing. What are you killing? One rat at a time. You got 10,000 rounds.
But also, if you don't take him, now he's on you.
Yeah, like my
Yeah.
hawks
I'm
and the
taking
fucking lions are gonna eat
crocodiles,
us.
and I'm taking the man with the rifle.
You know what? The rats and the hunter might be the fucking answer.
See, I think the crocs will eat the rats, and they'll just have the hunter just bucking all the big game.
The birds and shit.
Well, because you imagine if that hunter, if he's like, if he's positioned well enough for a good shot.
It's the rats and the hunter because he puts his back against the wall at the arena. You put your rats at your base. They're ready for the attack. When they come up, they're gonna slow everything down. Everything except them hawks, man. You just
The hunter's got to take the hawks out while the rats keep everybody else busy.
Yeah, and then you start like, all right,
Because you got 10,000 them bitches to lose.
Yeah, you need the guy because if you don't take the hunter, he's just gonna shoot you fucking immediately.
That's true.
Yeah,
Might be the best thing to happen in that scenario.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'd rather think be rat,
If I'd have
rat
died,
food
be-
sooner
yeah.
the better.
And getting eaten by rats little by little.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
seen
brutal.
a movie they did that.
Last one. If you could pick any musical instrument and play it beautifully, what musical instrument would you pick?
Piano.
Yeah.
Piano.
Tickle them
Cool.
ivories.
I was gonna say the piano.
I'd shred the fucking guitar, dude.
Would you?
I'd shred it.
You'd be getting a ton of
No, you know what? I take that back. The drums, dude. The drums is
Drums
where
are
it's
good.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd be a bagpiper. Dude, blowing on that fucking bagpipe.
Blowing on that
this
sack.
time of year, walking downtown, just
You'd
blowing
be the
it.
man on St.
You'd
Patty's
be the
Day.
man. And then, like, I'd be, like, in some cool, like, Irish band where we just, like,
You
fuck.
go around
Mumford and
play,
Son.
Yeah,
play
yep,
VFWs.
yep.
Jack and Son.
Dude, there was a kid that went to St. Zoe's with us, and he played the bagpipes, and he could play his dick off. But, like, the amount, I never understood how he didn't pass out every time he played them. The amount of air you need to
But you're
fucking blow
getting
into
no
those things,
coups the rest of the year besides St. Patty's Day.
No, dude, right.
There's that dude that wears a kilt
funeral
in Homestead.
coups,
Does he play the pipes?
you got to
though?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go over to fucking, play Amazing Grace on Eagles Wings, summer funeral. People are like, hey, man, who's the guy on the pipes?
Yeah.
Like I heard
Taps.
you lost your husband.
If
You're
you're
gonna
playing-
blow you a ditty on the
Yeah.
pipes.
If you're playing taps, dude, you're going to get some tears,
Yep.
a hug, a high five, free beers.
Free beers, yeah. Pipes and free beers go hand in hand.
Yeah,
dude.
crack pipes. But like
It might be just that time of year, and I'm just getting fired up for the bagpipes.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
hottest time of the year though.
By far.
Yeah.
But like I said, you got some funeral action and shit
Yeah,
like that.
funerals.
Maybe a wedding. I don't know. What's
Yeah,
up
I've
on
been
the-
to a wedding where people played bagpipes like
Yeah.
before.
Pretty sweet.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Bagpipes get me going.
Well, you're Irish.
drums in a band. Once you said drums, I'm like, those to me was always like the coolest dude in the band was the dude
Let
playing.
me see your moves.
He flipped his stick in the air too. You see that?
That's not bad. It's not bad. Wanted to hate on it.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
think
Like
it's
you're
good.
shredding the fucking drums, dude, and you have your drum solo. All eyes are on you.
Yeah, drummers
And
done
you're
pretty
sweating
well.
like a beast, and you're just fucking killing it, dude.
Definitely do better than bagpipers.
Oh yeah.
Dude, who's that guitarist from Guns N' Roses?
Slash. He's
Dude.
probably the best.
I went to that concert, dude. They just had him doing his solo, dude. He just
Bad
He's a
one.
monster.
Rip,
Dude,
huh?
he's like,
Dude.
I wouldn't mind ripping
Or like
a
being
little
like
bit.
Eric
Yeah.
Clapton, dude. You're like you can make your guitar talk and
Yeah.
That's
shit.
Peter
Or
Frampton.
even like,
Well, Eric Clapton was a beast on the guitar.
or even
as
like
well.
John Mayer, dude. John Mayer.
He's crushing them.
Yeah.
He just gets that little acoustic thing going, strumming that guitar.
I'd
a
still
little
rather
bit.
smash the drums though.
Dude,
Take out your frustration.
I'll tell you what, like
We should start a band.
it's not nearly the same thing, but like I've beaten Guitar Hero in high school. It feels pretty fucking good when you land a song and don't miss a key. Like you feel like you're part of the band, 100%.
I feel you.
That's cool.
Did you
man.
ever play that?
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah, I
before.
played it. I never really liked it that much.
I liked it, Mike.
I wouldn't expect.
I think I
you
got
to.
like one turn.
They didn't
at
have
Bernardo's
they
house.
didn't have Bagpipe Hero.
Playing old Danny Boy.
Yeah.
That's a banger.
Oh man, what a great episode, everyone! Like I said at the beginning, man, we appreciate every single listener. Thank you for letting us be part of your week. Please, if you can, help us out. Sign up for our Patreon. Tell a friend about us. We're trying to get out there as much as possible. Comedy show this Friday, Comtra Theater. Thursday, Bottle Rocket Social. And Saturday, me and Joe Welsh will be up in Johnstown. We actually do have a couple listeners up there, so I'll be posting a flyer for that. A lot of comedy come up in the next couple weeks. Everyone, have a great week. And most importantly, remember, Greenfield loves you. We're out.